In today's tutorial, we're going to fly a very simple multiplayer mission on the Wings of Liberty server. Once the map is up, I'm going to play on the Russian team. Pressing the Statistics tab will bring up this screen, which will give you the time left on the map. I think you're generally good for at least one mission if there's more than half an hour left. The second thing to consider is the number of players and the balance. We have 34 players and Germany has 41, which means they probably have more fighters. So as a bomber, I'm going to choose my target very carefully. I'm going to choose to fly from Ryabinki in 1311 keypad 2 over to the target area in 1308 keypad 2, the fortified area. I need to know my heading to the target and my heading back again. Next, I need to calculate the distance to the target so I know how long it will take me to get there and back, so I can create the fuel load. Each sector is about 10 kilometers, so 1309 is 10 kilometers from edge to edge, 1310, etc. So that makes us about 35 kilometers from the target. We take off and go to a heading of 270, which takes us towards a small town, and then further across the forest over the road we'll see a river and another road, and that takes us to the target. Once we hit the target, we'll do a left-hand turn, and that'll take us basically 080 back to the airfield. Now the next thing I want to check is the time of year. The time of year here is February, and it's -23, which tells us that it's winter conditions. So I'm going to choose a camouflage, which is winter conditions white. White for winter conditions. Fuel load 320. Taking the right amount of fuel is very important because fuel is very heavy. Generally, we will be crossing each square in about 2 minutes, so overall it's about 6 minutes from takeoff to target and 6 minutes back. The PE2 engines burn 16 liters a minute. That gives us 192. If we take 50% reserve, that gives us a total of 320 liters. You might want to add a bit more for battle damage so that you can leak it out on the way home. I don't normally bother. So that's fuel, but for ordnance we're going to take 4 250 kilo bombs plus the blister turret, which will give us the best protection against the expected fighters. And off we go! In these multi-engine aircraft, we want to get the engine started, and while we're doing that, we've got other things to do as well. We do need to instruct our gunners what to do. So the gunners are tilde, F3, F2, tilde, F3, F1, F3. This will get your gunners to give you a heads up if there's somebody about to attack you. While the engines are still firing up, I'm going to zoom in on my map. It's a good review of what my route is going to be because it's going to be very fast. I'm going to take off, go past the town, past the road, cross the river, and hit the target. With the props set to 100% pitch, the coolant radiators set to 50%, in these temperatures, we're ready to go. We check the time on the clock for takeoff. 11:25. Gear up, left turn. Props come back to 80, 70. Okay, so now it's on autopilot on the right heading. We need to look at the map. Where are we? There's a town right ahead of us, and you can see where we are on the map. So if we look at the clock now, when it reaches 11:30, we'll actually be at the target. Okay, so heading there, I'm just going to drag this over a little bit. I'm going to come in here, we're going to hit it. We're going to come in over these trees and hit it there and then turn left. There's a road to the left, which is obviously this road, and then we're going to come up to a river. Everything's good. I'm going to check my temperatures. It's a bit cool, so the engine needs to be at 80 degrees, so I'm going to close my flaps to about 50. It'll also give me a little bit more speed. Looking around for bad guys. Down to the right. Okay. Coming up on the river. You can see the river right down here. And the road up ahead. And we should be able to see the emplacements fairly soon. Checking the time, 2 minutes, and we're going to be there a little early. Okay. There's the first gun emplacement right there. So off to my right, and as low as possible. Get the target all the way down the tree line. So look at all the main targets that are hidden in the trees. It appears that all the anti-aircraft emplacements are destroyed, so I'm free to come around and drop my last bomb. This time I'll choose to hit a bunker. If you look on the left-hand side, you can see that says he's engaging. That means my gunner is paying attention. My gunner is shooting, and I'm looking for a heading of 090. Of course, on this aircraft I can't see behind me, so I'm going to try and get rid of my last bomb and then hit the deck and head home. Just need to pop up here a bit so I can see the target. As a solo player without TeamSpeak or Discord, I'm unable to communicate with any of my teammates. So I'm really on my own, and it's just a matter of luck that I get out of this one alive. And lucky for me, a friendly fighter has engaged the 109 and he's going down. But I don't know that that's what's happened, so I'm still having to jiggle around just above the trees, which is more dangerous. to try and evade a fighter that's no longer a threat. Okay, so I'm pretty close to the airfield. Coming up over the town, to the left, over this patch of trees, and then the airfield will be right there. There's the road to the right. If I go to the right slightly, I will line up with that runway on the right. Now I have to start slowing down. There's the runway. Start pulling the power back. Put my props up to 100% again. Full fine. I'll put my mixture up. Trim the aircraft. As soon as you're down, press the Finish Mission button. It'll take 10 or 12 seconds for you to leave the game, in which time you may still get shot at by somebody flying by. According to the mission results, I got 1 assist for the 109 that was shot down and no ground targets destroyed, but I came home safely with 5 points. I'm sure that the next time I go back to that target, I will be able to find those bunkers in the trees and destroy them. But the smart money is on those people on Discord and TeamSpeak who can work together to protect each other. If you want to be ranked with all the other pilots that are playing Wings of Liberty, then go to their website and sign in. And you can review your own score in comparison to them. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you new players get some value out of watching this tutorial. Talk to you next time.